The Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
And hello and good evening. Welcome back to another episode of our INCRadio Silicon Valley. My name is Brother Glean. I'm from the locale of Selenus. I am an assistant CDWS chairperson, and joining with me are these very handsome brothers, starting with our brother on the right.
Hi, my name is Brother Sunny from the locale of Salinas, and I'm the booklet president.
My name is Brother Miguel Jimenez. I'm from the local congregation of Fremont, and my office is I'm a Kadua president.
My name is Brother Dwayne from the local congregation of Gilroy. I am the Kadua president and CRIOS assistant chairperson.
Now, I know this setup and maybe me or Brother Miguel might look a little bit familiar because we actually had a broadcast here a while ago regarding a travelogue of the Central Coast. But it's a little bit different tonight. But instead of a travelogue of the Central Coast, it's more so a travelogue of the various CFO activities we have throughout various locales throughout our entire district.
Yeah.
And we had it also here in the local of which congregation?
So, that we're actually in the local congregation of Monterey. And this is actually where we had, I believe, our first dual host together, just us two, during that episode. And, Brother Glean, we're going to be talking about, of course, you may know what we're going to be talking about because it's in the title of the video. But what are we going to be talking about today?
I don't know, Brother Miguel. It's kind of slipping past me. Brother Sonny, do you remember what activity we've been holding in our district these past few days?
Well, as a booklet, I tend to be older and forget things. But you guys being Kadiwas, you don't have a wife to help you out. But my wife helped me prepare tonight to remember what we did. And she yesterday to start off our celebration for our anniversary of Silicon Valley and celebrate the CFO organization.
Yes. So today we had, or actually yesterday, we just had our first actual activity, our CFO Cares activity. Creotech, if you can kindly kind of showcase the different pictures that we have throughout the district for regarding our CFO activities. So especially for the activity of CFO Cares. So Brother Sunny, what did you guys do in your local congregation for CFO Cares?
Well, to start it off that night, we had a special event, the worship service. And of course, after that event, the brethren of Salinas gathered in our function hall and celebrated with great food, socialization, and of course, picture taking, like we always do on special events, and a greeting for
the local congregation of Monterey. Yeah, right there. There's a picture taking. Yeah, and then sorry for interrupting you.
And also we did a greeting for the birth anniversary of Brother Angelo.
That's right. And we did the CFO Cares activity, of course, because the CFO, and especially for the District of Silicon Valley, we're showing appreciation to the members and also the officers, but of course to celebrate our brother Angelo V. Manalo, our CFO coordinator. Wow, we could see all these nice, really, really great photos here. Looks like they have potluck food. And I think this photo right here is actually the local congregation of Redwood City. It looks like they're doing an activity. I think it's a CFO Cares, but learning how to create
to do with cleaning
thing. And that's the local congregation of
Salinas.
Shout out to Selenus. And Brother Dwayne, how about your locale? What did you guys do for your locale?
Well, for sure, you can't have an activity without food. So we had a lot of food, a lot of potluck. And then we had just a simple socializing. And of course, we had our picture taking.
Oh, that's awesome.
Just like the locale of Redwood City, we can kind of see, I believe that's the locale of San Jose.
Yeah.
I believe they were making s'mores just right there. And you see more activities of the CFO organization, more bonding.
And I believe that's local congregation of South San Jose. And they had it at a brother's or sister's house, and it was really, really intimate. I think every local congregation have their own version of a CFO Cares activity. And for us, for Fremont, we held it after our worship service. And of course, after the worship service, we all gathered around, had a lot of food, and of course, we did our picture taking and just showcasing the socializing of the different brethren that was able to be there for that activity. Super cool that we were able to have that. And kind of branching out this month, especially, we had our first activity, which is the CFO Cares activity. But of course, for the month of May, we have a multitude of different activities.
Yes.
Just wondering, brothers, what activities are you guys looking forward to for the month of May?
I feel like you have a better idea of what activities are there.
Well, of course, in Salinas, we're always loving food and travel, right?
Mm,
So
yeah.
we'll be having an international food festival coming up.
Oh,
So
wow.
be
Wow.
prepared to visit Salinas in our Mexican booth.
Oh, wow. That's super cool. And how about you, Brother Dwayne? Any activities that you're looking forward to for this month of May?
Yeah, hopping off of what Kasani said, for our booth, where we will be serving both Hawaiian and American food. So
Oh,
cheeseburgers is
yeah.
on the menu.
Yeah.
And as for other activities, I hear the musical EVM will be on the 18th,
Yeah.
which should be really fun with the performances and everything.
Yeah, super cool. I'm really excited for that. And for me personally, one of the activities that I'm really excited for is actually happening in my area in Fremont, and it's the CFO Get Together. And that's going to be where I believe all of us are going to be at Lake Elizabeth, and this is going to be towards the end of May. So we're going to be super excited for that, for the brethren in the local congregation in Salinas, in Gilroy, Fremont, and all of the local congregations in Silicon Valley. We'll hope to see you there at Lake Elizabeth for our CFO get together. Speaking of CFO, I wanted to ask everyone on the panelists. How did you get started as a CFO officer? For me, I started off really small. I started off getting into these different activities when I was Binghi. But I want to kind of pass it around and ask how did you guys get into helping out to the different CFO activities? We'll start off with Brother Dwayne.
For me, when my family and I moved to San Jose, I became the Binhi president. So that's basically my first CFO office. And then when we got zoned to South San Jose, I became Kadua vice president. And then zoned to Gilroy, now I'm Kadua president.
Oh, wow. So you're kind of moving up Binhi VP and then now Kadua president. Oh, that's super cool. How was it like, Brother Dwayne, being a Kadua president, what was your experiences like in Gilroy?
In Gilroy, especially since I didn't really know anyone there, a very interesting challenge was getting to know everybody's differences and personalities and figuring out what kind of activities we can hold, what kind of topics for our KMMs we can hold, that kind of blankets everybody, that kind of applies to everybody.
For sure. Yeah. Especially knowing like your audience, knowing the people that's in your locale, especially, and, cultivating different activities that's for the brethren and that brings out the brethren too. What is an activity that you could think of that nearly brought the brethren out?
Recently, we had a couple activities in our locale. The first one is a pizza making.
Oh,
yeah,
pizza making.
It was very, very fun.
Oh, what did you make, Brother Dwayne?
Not very good pizza. I ate everyone else's pizza because that was delicious.
Okay, so you came there to eat.
Yes,
not to make. Oh,
not to
okay,
make.
that's all good.
Yeah,
that's all good.
We can actually ask our Buklod president what brought him into CFO.
Yeah.
Well, brothers, my perspective on the CFO is quite different because I'm a convert.
Oh, okay.
So I was never brought up into the church, and coming into my membership, I didn't know what CFO was. So the first duty that I accepted as a convert is CRBS watcher.
Oh, wow.
And then from there, choir, and then to Kadua officer, area leader, then president, and then our current officer advisor, Brother Ross Tison, was very persuasive on getting me to accept the president of Salinas for Buklod. So
that's really cool.
he does a good job at recruiting.
Yeah, that's really
Ross,
cool.
shout out to you.
So, Chris Sonny, I actually didn't know that you were a convert. I always thought you were born and raised in the church. When you were introduced to the church and attending all these different CFO activities, what was the most memorable CFO activity that you remember?
Oh, well, it would be, of course, when I was Kadua,
Mhm.
right? Once you're a Kadua or even just a active member in the church and you go to activities,
Mhm.
The Iglesia ni Cristo brotherhood the world is so small.
Mhm.
You run into people that you wouldn't expect to at, these big gatherings.
Mhm.
So I grew up in the island of Oahu in Hawaii,
Mhm.
and one of my friends was this guy named Gilbert, and this was elementary school.
Mhm.
So fast forward 5 years later, and I'm, now living in California,
Mhm.
and then I graduate high school, and my friends from high school invited me to church,
Mhm.
and then I was still starting to learn about the church, and they invited me to Kadua functions, and
Mm.
we were in the locale of Anaheim
Oh,
in
yeah.
Southern California, and we're eating and we're in a big circle,
Mhm.
and I looked across and I saw this person, and like, I know this guy.
Mhm.
And so I decided to approach him and says, "You look so familiar.
Yeah.
Do I know you? What's your name?" And he said his name was Gil. And then I go,
Mm.
"Gil? Gilbert?"
Oh, so
from-
it's your
wow.
real
Yes.
friend before.
Yes. And
Oh, I
before I was not a member, he was a member, of
Mhm.
course. And then he was also a CBOS teacher at the time.
Oh,
Yes.
that's
Wow.
super cool.
So
Yeah.
that's probably one of my greatest moments as far as like, the church and its great, experiences.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, so definitely being able to attend those activities and bringing in people that are not really are not members, being able to make sure that it helps, propagate, but also introduce a lot of new faces, especially for those that are not really members or those that haven't been able to get introduced to the church. Being able to join these activities. So speaking of activities, we'll kind of focus on the comments, and we'll be able to read off some comments that we have so far. We have
From Noel Gasmin, Brother Noel Gasmin, happy belated birthday po to Brother Angelo Aranyo V. Manalo. The entire district of Silicon Valley loves you so much po. Wow.
Happy
yes.
birthday, Paul.
And then we have our brother, our KSKP brother. Greetings to our CFO officers. #SVC. Here's to another great show and happy viewing from South San Jose. Yes, thank you so much. And then we have our brother Francis. Happy birthday to our CFO SEBC coordinator, brother Angelo Aranio V. Manalo.
From Brother Jason Dulalas, greetings to everyone on INCRadio, Silicon Valley, California.
Yes. And we are super blessed to be part of this district because we have a multitude of different activities that's coming up during the month of May.
Yes.
And especially for the month of May, we have all these different activities. And kind of preparing for these activities, I wanted to know from your guys' perspective as officers, and especially those as you guys are leadership, how do you prepare for these activities? What is your thought process, and how do you really get the brethren to be excited for these different activities? So Brother Dwayne, I was wondering if you can kind of give some insight on that.
To get people excited, the biggest thing is to make sure that it's an activity that everyone can enjoy,
Mhm,
right?
mhm.
That's the get to know your audience aspect of it. And then, of course, like, getting to know them, you get to see their interests, and then you can kind of like create something that
Mhm.
everyone can kind of get excited about.
For sure, for sure. And then brother Glean, how about you? What is your thoughts?
Sort of kind of bouncing off Brother Dwayne, because I feel like all of us are CFO officers, when we create an activity and we have like our heart in it,
Mhm.
it's something we're excited for. I feel like that kind of reflects in the execution, right?
Mhm.
And you kind of like do everything with sort of that love.
Mhm.
And actually, Brother Sunny, I know we have a few activities coming up. Like, what is your 2 cents on getting the brethren more involved in activities?
So in Selenas, for the CFO, especially with the booklet planning, like you said, we're implementing our activities where the implementation goes smoothly, and then we are successful year after year. So upcoming up for us here in Salinas, we have our nature walk at Jack's Peak coming at the end of May,
Mhm.
and then some of our future activities include our automotive basic care 3.
Oh wow, part
so
three.
yeah, this is part 3 that we're doing, and we're trying to educate our brethren on taking care of their vehicles. This is important to get us to work, to worship service, and to get our kids to where they need to be, especially school, for their education. And also a joint activity that we did last year. It's going to be our 3rd year for this year for our zoo trip. Last year we had very successful. Our first year was we had our goal was 30 participants. We had 60. The second year our goal was 60. We had 100.
Oh wow!
And then Gilroy and Monterey actually joined us on that event.
Yeah, that's
so
cool.
that's some of the activities for Selenus is upcoming.
Oh, that's really cool.
To kind of summarize what you guys both said, it's sort of like catering to the interests and likes of the brethren, right?
Exactly.
And creating these like activities, which is like really cool.
Yeah. And speaking of those activities, this upcoming weekend we have an activity for that's going to be held. Actually, not this weekend, but tomorrow. We have our activity. I was wondering, what is that activity that we're all really excited for? That's going to be happening in the local congregation of San Jose. I'm curious. Can we ask the chat what activity that we're all looking forward to for tomorrow on Saturday in the local congregation of San Jose? If we can see the chat. And I believe it is something to do with artistic something. Yeah, drawing. Time to what?
Time to something.
Time to something. Is it? Let's ask the local congregation of Monterey. What is the activity that's happening tomorrow?
Time to draw.
Thank you so much, local congregation of Monterey. I actually forgot, but be sure to be there. We'll see you hopefully tomorrow at the local congregation of San Jose for our Time to Draw. Yes, this is going to be super exciting, especially for our kids that loves to draw, learning how to do different doodles, learning how to do different techniques of drawing, and being able to really showcase that and really bond with the brethren around the district. So
keep in mind that says Time to Draw live.
Time to Draw live.
So the person in charge or the person doing the activity is none other than Brother James. His last name is slipping, Brother James Reyes, if I'm not mistaken. And he, I believe, works in like box office, like animation for like these really big movies. And he's going to teach the CDS children of Silicon Valley how to draw.
Oh, super cool, super cool. So if you are if you are able to attend that activity and also bring your kids, even bring guests, anyone that loves to draw, or even just if you want to be an activity where you can really socialize with everyone, make sure you come through and be part of the activity Time to Draw.
I hear the famous mascot Sweetie is also coming.
Oh, Sweetie's going to be there.
For
definitely.
any of the Sweetie fans there, Sweetie is coming.
Yes, be there. And then we hope to see you there and be able to be part of that activity. So definitely like activities like that is going to be coming up. And as CFO, we're super excited, especially for not just Time to Draw, but then also the other activities. Brother Dwayne, I know that you said that you are working and studying in the medical field. What are activities that you've done that helped with your professional career, but also, you want to kind of bring into working for the CFO activities?
Yeah, so I remember, I think it was last year where I was able to represent the CMDPS. The activity was going to a public library, and I with the help of another officer, we gave a presentation on hypertension and heat stroke, and then also gave free blood pressure readings and blood sugar checks as well. So that really helped with my, because I'm in nursing, and so that really, it aligns with what I do for a living.
For sure. Speaking of that activity, we actually have an activity that's actually related to the healthcare aspect, which is actually happening on May 10th. We have our and for those that are able to come through, it's going to be this activity. We're going to have a blood drive. We're going to have it's going to be a medical mission. So for you, like Brother Dwayne, are you going to be there, Brother Dwayne?
For sure.
For sure. You said for sure. So, we're going to focus on having those activities, not just helping out and bringing closer the brethren, but also helping out our fellow men around Silicon Valley. And, we want to kind of look back and reflect on the different activities that we have. I remember we had our Brother Glean and I, we worked on a really big activity that was focused mostly for the Kadua. Do you remember that activity?
Something formal? Kadua formal?
And if Korea Tech, if you're able to pull up these past activities, we had our Kadua formal, and then we also have, I believe that's our
Cleanup drive.
our cleanup drive, and then I believe that's in the local congregation. I believe that's in Union City at Knoll Park, right outside of the chapel. And they had a Union City Berlin activity. Super cool. Those activities really bring in the brethren and being able to have those activities.
Ooh, Legos. That's
Is it a Lego activity? Wow, we had a Lego building activity. Wow, super cool, especially for bringing out the CDBS and then bringing out the creative side from the local congregation of Union City. And I also think we also have that's your locale, right? Selenus, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's go-karting, and I think that's from the local congregation of South San Jose. Super, speeding through South San Jose go-karting. Wow, super cool.
Someone got a medal.
Someone got a medal. Yeah. So, man, if you want to be part of these activities, you got to come through being able to be part of it. And look, Hulu got first place. I know that, brother. So, congratulations to not just South San Jose, but also all of the brethren around the district. We're going to be really coming together, especially for this month, celebrating the birth anniversary of our CFO advisor, Angelo V. Minalo. And, we're going to kind of wrap things up now, talking about different activities. And hopefully we'll see you there in our next activity, especially for tomorrow, our time to draw. So, brothers, brother, I was wondering if you have any shout outs on why, just before we close off for tonight.
I'd like to shout out the Cabrera family from local congregation of Gilroy.
And how about you, Sunny?
I want to shout out the Magadan family for motivating us in Salinas, and all the pandesals homemade from Kaden. You can't beat it. Yeah.
Nice. And how about you, Brother Glenn?
Definitely shout out to this very electric crowd. I love the energy tonight. Shout out the local Monterey.
Shout out Monterey. Super. I'm always so excited whenever I come to local congregation of Monterey, because you always bring out that energy, and shout out to local congregation of Monterey. And then, but before we all kind of wrap things up, I guess biggest shout out is to you all, everyone that's part of the district Silicon Valley, because this month especially we're celebrating our first year anniversary of the district of Silicon Valley of California, and our 54th anniversary of the local congregation of Salinas. So our coming activities is, as you can see here, we have our CFO Cares. That's what we happened yesterday. We have also our time to draw on Saturday. We have our special gathering. And then on May 10th, we have our Care for Humanity. And then also on that day is our blood drive and medical mission. And then the next day, we have our CFO district get-together. That's going to be in San Jose. And we have our INCRadio special broadcast. For those that are going to be INCRadio viewing, make sure you tune in for our INCRadio special broadcast. And then we have our general cleaning, our landscaping competition, and our musical EVM, and our all-day Bibles mission, and our grand baptism. And last but not least, our district CFO socializing. Before we kind of close things off, let's ask Korea Tech if you can kindly queue up the materials for our time to draw activity. I know we have a video that we're going to be watching, and then in promotion for our activity tomorrow.
INC kids, what time is it? It's time to draw, and it will be time to draw in the District of Silicon Valley. This will be on Saturday, May 3rd. I am so excited to see all of you. So make sure to sign up to join the live show. Let's bring all of our friends, our teachers, and let's have a wonderful time drawing together.
James Reeves is an artist from Toronto, Canada. James has drawn comics of your favorite superheroes, and he's the creator of the Box Office Artist YouTube channel. And you can find his drawings of movies, TV shows, comics, and art challenges. And to top it all off, James hosts on the YouTube channel INC Kids Time to Draw.
Time to Draw live in the District of Silicon Valley on May 3rd. I'll see you soon.
All right, super excited. I really was really pumped for watching that video, and hopefully we'll see everyone there tomorrow, especially for our time to draw activity. But before we close things off, we want to actually promote the ways to tune into our church media. We have our YouTube at INCRadio DZEM 954, and we have a link, and we're able to hopefully be able to share and subscribe and even like the different videos that we're posting. We have our social media, Iglesia Ni Cristo News and Updates on Facebook, and also our Instagram at INC News and Updates. And we also like to thank our church administration, our executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, our SEBC CEO/CFO coordinator, Brother Angelo Manalo, and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Paul.
And then we also like to thank none other than our Silicon Valley district staff, our district supervising minister, Kanoa Escasmen. And then we also like to thank our assistant district supervising minister, Ka Jason Dulalas, and our CFO and overseer, Ka Mark Anthony Manuel, and our multimedia advisor, Ka Frances Valencia. We also like to thank INCRadio for thanking Kuya Tech, Brother Manly and Daya, and Brother Wally Torre, and our station manager. Hopefully, we'll all see you guys next time on
INCRadio. Silicon Valley.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Shout out to Workers Foundation of Honor.